Yeah, so for the people who don't know what's happening, there's going to be a monthly competition with randomly drawn squads from all specializations. Any specialization can be picked more than once, so you could get like a squad full of chronos or whatever. And this will be drawn as well with a random boss. And then people will have 3 weeks for the first competition to submit videos and logs to me of their fastest kills with that comp. And the fastest kill from those 3 weeks will win this enormous reward at the end. The following competitions, like every other month, will be 2 weeks long, always starting on the 1st.
Nice. So, as you guys can see, I've thrown up a little bit of a... We've changed overlays, guys. This is the magic wheel, okay? The wheel of the classes that shall be rolled for the competition. You can see there's a lot of classes on there. It's actually it's a little bit convoluted almost. But yeah, what do you guys say? We just start this now and we roll the first class. Can you give me a drum roll, Harry? Let's roll. We have a Mirage! The first class is going to be Mirage, Harry.
Well, I guess that's alright, right? Like, you take it as DPS if you haven't got anything else that gives quickness. We've got quickness. If you've got other stuff that gives quickness, we can take CC, or you can just be like pure DPS. This is like pretty good as a first.
That's a pretty good first drop, dude.
Just hope you don't get KC.
Yeah, you can play Power Mirage. Come on, this is the thing, right? You steal the world, we world build, and off we go.
Alright, are you guys ready for the second roll? Or do you want to talk about this a little bit more? We fill some time with some more talking.
This is a busted class, right? Like, this like covers everything already.
Mirage can do a lot, dude. Like I mean, just Mirage. We already have Reflex covered. We have potentially we have a lot of CC covered. Potentially, we have this class brings so much variety to a group composition, right? This is pretty big. I love how the color spacing is totally fucked on that wheel. We're just using what we have access to, okay? This is high production quality, alright? Alright, let's go and roll for the second time. Let's go. We got a druid! Are you kidding me? This is...
Oh, man.
Oh, dude. Oh, man, I almost want to re-roll that. That's gonna make things so much easier for people. So much easier. Actual meta comp, guys. What would you guys say if we actually get a meta composition out of this?
If you get a warrior now, it's like nothing's different, right?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a chrono yet, right? But alright, we do have druid, we do have mirage confirmed.
Yeah. So we've got boons covered, buffs covered, spotter covered, CC covered, quickness covered, reflex covered.
We have a lot of shit covered with just these two classes. But what do we know? Maybe we get 4 more druids now, and then it's gonna be shit again.
Don't happen.
Alright, let's do the third roll. 3, 2, 1, roll. I love this wheel, dude. This is an amazing wheel. We got a scrapper, guys! We got the scrapper!
Okay.
That one's pretty funny. That one is pretty funny. What would you guys do with a scrapper?
Oh, and we've got heals, right?
It's probably just going to be a ghetto power DPS. Chances are. Very ghetto power DPS.
I mean, in combination with the druid, really, that's what it would be, right? It would just be a terrible DPS class. You can't even really make it a support class effectively because you already have that covered now.
But unless you get something I don't know, Academy, where you want to run 2 healers, or Doom, or Soulless Horror, it can be pusher on Soulless Horror. I mean, come on.
That is true. It could technically cover a lot of specialized jobs, I guess. This could be the Kaiton Dema student, right? If we get a boss, keep in mind, guys, we haven't decided the boss that's going to be done yet, right? So that is still coming up as well.
Yeah, we're gonna need a tank at some point, right?
Yeah, we got the tank. I mean, imagine Slick Shoes would still work the way it did back in the day.
Oh,
Scrapper was a fun little anecdote. I think Scrapper Tank was the first thing on my first VG kill I ever did. I think we used the Scrapper Tank. So there's a little fun fact. Alright, 4th class, guys. 4th class. Let's roll the Wheel of Fortune in 3, 2, 1, roll. We have another Mirage, are you kidding me?
I really hope this is KC now.
Yeah.
Really
oh boy.
Casey.
Or like, yeah, KC's the only one, right? I guess where it's gonna be like.
Or Conjured Amalgamate.
Oh yeah,
Or the
PCA.
Confusion.
Yeah, because I mean, there is like Power Mirage, right? It like does exist.
Kind
I guess.
of.
It's probably as bad as Core Necro, I guess, right?
Oh, so it's great.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like for Zera, you imagine stacking 2 Mirages on Zera.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's
It's gonna
easy
come down to
confusion.
the boss on this one, really. But still, like, this is already, like, just Mirage is just such a strong class. Then again, we do get a balance patch soon, right? That's something we haven't even considered yet. Maybe, like, if Mirage gets the gun this Tuesday, then this comp might actually turn out to be terrible in the end.
Yeah, this theory crafting means absolutely nothing.
Imagine that, dude. Imagine that, like everybody's like happy. We get like a super strong meta comp, and then like all the classes just get the gun on Tuesday, and it turns out to be a trash comp. That would be pretty funny.
I hope so.
Scrap
I
your
mean-
buffs.
It's kind of going to be double, right? Because you're going to have to like theory craft what like the new builds are going to be. Like if big stuff's changing, like how you're going to play the classes anyway. Like it's kind of double this week. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. All right. People want me to keep rolling, so let's do the crowd the favor and keep the rolling going, guys. Next class is going to be Engineer, Core Engineer. On the next one. That's another funny one.
Well, I guess like this is one of the core classes. It's fine, right? Like you just got classic Condienji.
It's a pretty, like, it's a tough class to play though, right? Like, Core Engie isn't an easy one, right?
No, you got to be good at piano, right?
Yeah, you gotta be a piano player.
I think wasn't there like a simplified league though that somebody did? Sophin, didn't he do that for Milan?
I'm sure there's a simplified rotation. There was a simplified rotation back in the day. I think Zoffen did a simplified Holosmith rotation, if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure if he did a Core Engie. Well, here you really get to like shine if you're a pianist, though. So,
Yeah.
so let's see. Let's just roll the next class. Let's just roll the next class. What will it be, guys?
Come on, another druid.
Oh my god, that was so close to Druid. That was so close to another Druid, but we have a Core Ranger. We have a Core Ranger in the mix, guys.
Starting to feel a pattern here with the spec choices.
It is
I
getting
mean,
a little bit
knows?
spicier though. Like at least we don't have like full-on meta DPS classes anymore. Still,
Really?
I don't see a source of quickness yet though. Like,
Can Scrapper still give quick? Wait, we got Mirage.
oh,
Didn't they
it's
take
true.
on-
Mirages can bring time warps, right? So you have a bit of quickness there. But like for Mirage, it actually kind of sucks to bring time warp, I think, because like at least if you play the Shatter Mirage, like Jaunt is just so good. It's just such a good ability on that class.
Mirage is gonna suck without Alacrity. Mirage is just gonna suck.
True.
With no Alacrity or quickness, like.
Absolutely no Alacrity source so far, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's see how we go on. I'm kind of dreading a Chronomancer. So let's just do the next spin. Let's go. Oh, we were so close to Core Necro there, but we got the Renegade.
Well, there's our alacrity.
There's there goes Electrity. Easy Electrity. Taken care of now. Easy Electrity.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can, depending on what boss it is, I guess you can like play the power one with like soul cleaves and stuff like that, which would be nice. And like maybe we'll get a second one. You never know, right?
Yeah. And we still like, I mean, 2 time warps and mirages are still not a great sort of quickness. Like they'll kind of work, I guess, but they're not a great source. I mean, I wonder if this was the comp. Like, imagine like adjusting your Mirage build to like bring Signets of Inspiration or shit like that, you know, to cover more quickness and buffs. Interesting to see. Alright, let's do the next roll. Let's roll. Oh, we have a skirt. That was so close to Reaper again.
Oh, fuck.
That was so incredibly close to Reaper again.
Okay, well now you've kind of got the last worry out of the way, right? You have like, Desmina's like fine now.
Yeah, that's true.
That
That is true. That is another class that brings a lot of utility in just for like these specific bosses.
Yeah, or you just carry ridiculously on like Heal Scourge, or like you can even kite Kadim right with this. You can kite Deimos with this help,
True, yeah.
or just try and be DPS.
It's a super versatile class for all these specific boss mechanics. Or Scourge for the healer, yeah. I mean, you could do that, right? It probably, like, it's not gonna benefit your time too much if you run 2 healers, I guess. But depending on the boss, you might have to, right? Some bosses might even, like, force you to do that. Alright, let's roll the penultimate class. The penultimate. Is there a Discord for this? The SC Discord is this is where you can find more infos about this. You guys probably know what that is, right? Hit up snowcrows.com, or Harry can even link it in the chat if you guys want to link. If you want more info on this entire event, type !viability in the chat, and it will bring up a Reddit post where you can find all the info, and also a Discord will be linked there. And you're going to add the classes to that later as well, right?
Yeah, I'll add the classes, the rules, and the dates for when you
Yes.
need to send stuff in.
Alright. Alright, let's do the penultimate class roll then. Let's go. Another druid! Are you kidding me? Alright, well there goes... I mean, might certainly won't be a problem on this one. I guess.
Yeah, I mean this comp's still not great though, right? For power bosses, it's still kind of cucked here.
But
Yeah,
this is going to be pretty sketchy with this comp still.
I mean, 2 druids cover most of your boons, right? Once you have 2 druids, you have the opportunity to bring pretty much every spirit, which will allow you like access to almost every boon. But with 2 druids, I would totally see more people running like a Condi druid now, which I think is pretty cool, because Condi druid is still one of the specs that I really love from back in the day, even though it's kind of cucked nowadays, if you ask me. But I would be looking forward to some Condi druid action on this, dude.
It has to be, no? Like, because you've already got like a Renegade with Alacrity, so like not that much DPS. You've got another Druid, like so not a huge amount of DPS. You have whatever the hell Core Ranger is. Like the other Druid has to go super offensive.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like if you get Gorseval, like have fun doing updrafts. Like I don't know.
You could also, I mean, like, looking at the comp, you can already see that there's a lot of, like, Condi classes in there, so you might even want to run one Druid with, like, just, like, you don't even need something like Cliff of Empowerment so badly. So you could say maybe one Druid goes super offensive, and one Druid goes super defensive, basically. You know what I mean? Like, maybe
Yeah,
not even
get
running
rid of
Nature Magic on one of these Druids. Just because you, like, could outsource all of the spirits to one of the Druids. Anyway, guys, it's time for the last roll. Who will the last and final class of the Viability Competitions squad be?
Please don't be Warrior.
Core Necro.
A Spellbreaker? Are you kidding me?
Kidding me.
We almost have a... This is a pure meta comp at this point. It's not
Raj
really,
is
right?
having
But it's...
Vindic SOI.
Oh my god.
That's ridiculous. I mean, for the...
Alright, now you're sorted.
This is not rigged, by the way, okay? Not rigged. Not rigged. I wouldn't even know how to rig this. So there we go, we got our banners. We have... What would you say the biggest strength and the biggest weaknesses of this comp would be?
I mean, Druid, right? It's like one of your biggest strengths.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to like unbelievably carry this, you go Heal Druid and Heal Scourge, and like you carry
You
anything.
can't die at that point.
Yeah.
You can't.
But like, I don't even know what's even worse, like Core Ranger or Scrapper in DPS.
Then they're both not gonna be great. They're not gonna be great. That much is for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like the most obvious weakness is quickness, right? Like there's very limited quickness in this team comp. I really think we might see like Mirage build alterations just for the sake of quickness.
There are boom builds, though, right, for Mirage? Pretty
I
sure
mean,
some
Mirage
people-
does have access to the Signet of Inspiration. Technically, it's a loss. It's a DPS loss, right? A significant one, but technically, you could think about like altering Mirages for quickness.
Yeah. The thing with this comp, you can do everything though. Right now, you can do all bosses. There's nothing that like you're missing now.
It's so super versatile, and like you can cover every job on every boss with this comp, pretty much. Just because of like the Scourge and even the Scrap, honestly, like for like
just fail
tanky.
KC burn.
Yeah.
Could you do this with 5 orbs? Do you have enough DPS? I don't know.
Oh boy, that's a good question. Like if KC, like, oh boy, KC would be big trouble for this comp, honestly. Like KC would be pretty hard to do properly. Well, which brings us to which boss we're gonna roll. Oh, this is gonna be spicy. This is gonna be spicy. Thank you for the follow there, Reika. Reikas, am I saying it right? What's up, dude? Thank you for the follow. Alright, let's spin the wheel of fortune one very, very last time and see what boss our contestants will have to face. No, this is without CMs, no challenge modes in this. I think with a comp like this, it's gonna be challenging nonetheless, right? And ultimately, it's about the fastest time, right? It's not just about killing the boss, it's gonna be about killing the boss fast. Alright. Let's spin the wheel. Slothosaur!
Oh,
Whew. Slothosaur is going to be the boss. What do you guys think about that?
Tony, what are
you
we
definitely
doing?
have ad control with Epidemic, but not having a focus pool definitely does complicate things slightly, and especially because it's much more of a power-favored boss. A lot of the classes in this comp are very Condi-based.
That's true. This is not an optimal comp for Sloth. Like, Sloth is a power-favoring boss.
Oh yeah, focus Mirage. They're not wrong, eh?
Think about this, like, think about, like, a pure Boon Mirage at this point. Like, think about, like, a Mirage that focuses, like, on heavy, like, team utility.
Yeah, and like you could still really try hard this, right? You can still like F4 inside the hitbox. Like, you can still really try hard this. You got focus on Mirage. If you went Boon or whatever, like you've got quickness, right? You haven't got loads of CC though. Like,
yeah, I mean, you got a good amount of CC. Like, you have 2 druids in there. You have, like, even the core ranger in there. You have an engine, 2 NGs actually. Like,
oh yeah, you take battering ram on Scrapper, and then it's fine.
Oh boy. Like, yeah, I mean, or like even like you have the heavy bomb as well, right? The big old bomb. You have a Spellbreaker, which could bring a bunch of CC. Like, you have a good amount of CC on this. I think CC is like one of the smallest ones. It's got to be more about which class can actually, like, how are you going to be dealing damage most efficiently?
You're gonna have to do a lot of shrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that's
Full circle.
definitely a big factor is that Mirage isn't going to, like, even if you spec them for quickness, they're not going to be applying boons nearly as often. So if you don't deal with slublings extremely quickly, like, you can't just tide them or something. If your boons get stripped, you're not going to have quickness for an extremely long amount.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because you don't have a CS on that time warp.
Yeah, you get corrupted or whatever, that's it, right? Thing is as well, like, if you miss stuff, if you've got, like, when they put down Time Warp, if you get, like, whatever, one of the mechanics and you've got to run off, like, that's game over.
I mean, with the limited amount of quickness you have as well, right? Actually, what's gonna do the stun breaks? Are you gonna have to run stun breaks on the
Scrapper
rangers
can
here?
do one squad. Scrapper can do one squad, right? Ah, yeah, I mean, you just take
Scrapper
whatever.
does Scrapper have 10-man stun break?
5 man. You got 5 man. So,
Mirages
yeah, and then
with the
you just take-
mantra. I mean, the
Oh,
more
yeah.
you bring on Mirage, right, the worse the Mirage DPS is gonna be in the end, right? And Mirages are probably still your DPS powerhouses in this comp, right? Unless I'm, like, massively underestimating the NG and the Right. Like the thing is, I wouldn't even know how good Mirage is on Slaughter Sword just because I've never even really seen it on it.
He needs it in on. He'll tell us.
Yeah, that's true. Zero probably knows. Spellbreaker shell, that's true. They could do it.
Yeah, I think like CC is not going to be a problem, right? It's just going to be slub control. Like, yeah, unless you take focus on it.
Yeah.
But then, you have enough like burst to actually like kill the slublings quickly.
And ultimately, I mean,
right?
it's about the fastest kill, right? Like this comp definitely brings all the tools for the boss, but there's so many variables at play. Like which class are you going to make the boon class? How are you going to like min-max boons? Which class are you going to have focusing on DPS? What decision making will be the one with the highest group DPS and the fastest kill time ultimately, right? That's like, I think this group really is all about the optimization of the squad, because like you have all the tools for the boss, but which class is going to do it, which team is going to do it the most efficient?
I think like the other good thing about the squad, you don't necessarily have to go out of your way to get new gear for it, right? Like we've got spotter, like we've got banners, like I'm sure like Core Ranger probably plays something really similar to like Soul Beast.
That's true, yeah. Just the fact that we have banners in there will make the gearing like a non-factor almost, right?
Yeah.
Which is good because it's easier for like, I mean, we got to take into account that people have to prepare for this especially, right? And it is a real concern to have to get special gear just for like one kill.
Yeah. I mean, who knows, right? Maybe on the balance patch, Mirage is suddenly going to be the new Chrono. You know,
that's going to be a pretty big thing. Is just like, I think the Mirage gear is going to be the big one. Are you just going to say screw it to quickness, or is basically forcing your Mirage to be a ghetto Chronomancer and probably getting boon gear for it going to actually be?
Yeah.
So that could be a pretty massive factor, because Mirage is still pretty high damaging. Even on Sloth, it's not great. But making it produce boons or even running Inspiration, can be pretty bad.
Exactly. How many trade-offs will you want to do on these Mirages, and will it be worth to like have them commit so much to boons and other classes to DPS? That'll be super interesting. I can't wait for these runs at this point. Guys, keep in mind, if you want to participate, all you have to do is gather your friends, make a squad, run this composition that's on stream right now, and submit your runs. Where can people submit the runs, Harry? Actually.
To me. Just send it to me. If you join the Discord, I'll make a channel and people... No, just submit them to me. Because we don't want to put them public yet, because... Yeah, that's the whole point of the competition, right? You shouldn't know how other people are doing.
Exactly, right? That would kind of take the point away, right? If every submission was immediately public, then people would just like wait for the first submissions and beat their time, right? So you probably want to keep it secret for a while. I can't wait, man. I see so many like potential cool squads people could do with this. There's going to be so much to talk about. So we're definitely going to do a reveal stream for this, right? We're going to like watch the submissions on stream and turn that into an event as well, right?
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully get Nike, or maybe he knows lots about strange things I have no idea about. And we can see what people have done and check out the best kill as well. And also, like, I don't know, maybe people are going to come up with some crazy ideas. I think it'll be quite nice to see kind of what everyone's done.
Yeah, I mean, we're just throwing out ideas here, right? But the options really are almost limitless, right? There's a ton of things you can do with this. And I've already heard of a ton of groups who want to do this, right? So that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Then, is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Is there anything else you guys want to say?
The only thing I'd say is don't be, like, scared to take part in this. Like, this isn't, like, one of the hardcore, like, raiding competitions. Like, give it a go. Like, none of the hardcore guilds, especially with, like, some of these weird classes, they're going to have as little idea as anybody else. So, like, don't be afraid to just, like, give it a go and, like, see what comes of it.
That is very true.